Oh, we're in the new episode. So you should speak.
All right. Well, we're back.
Because you were quite quiet. And we are back.
Let's see. Following the arrows.
I mean,
what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about...
Oh, shit. I think
Ooh, bees. Those are bees.
I mean,
have you heard of a new Resident Evil game coming out?
Which one?
I don't know. Is there a new one coming out?
Like you're just freaking fishing for information now.
I'm just asking you if there's a new one coming out. The 6th one came out and I fucking hated it. And I
Resident Evil 6 was fucking just an action game. It wasn't even horror in the sense. They are working on an HD remake of Resident Evil 0, which was a GameCube exclusive, which is the prequel to the mansion area, which Resident Evil fans seem to really love that game.
Really?
Yep. So they're working on that. They're working on a Resident Evil 2 remaster as well.
Ooh.
And the remaster is going to be like actually, I think they said the Resident Evil 2 one was going to be a full remake, not just a remaster. So it's going to be like they're rebuilding the entire game from the ground up, because like with the original Resident Evil remaster that they did recently, they essentially up-resed and recontrolled the GameCube version of the original Resident Evil. Like, original Resident Evil came out on PS1, and then they did an upgrade that was just called Resident Evil on the GameCube, which had like significantly updated graphics and such, and added more stuff as well.
They added, they just put out the new Resident Evil Director's Cut remake for the PS4. I remember because my buddies, some friends on my network were playing it.
Yep, so that's what they did there. Shit.
So they're doing another remake.
So they're doing that, but they don't have the existing like engine to run the upgrade like the Resident Evil's original had because of the GameCube version. So they're rebuilding pretty much the entire Resident Evil 2 game
on a new engine.
On a new engine, updated graphics, updated controls, because they got rid of they kept in the option to use tank controls for the original Resident Evil. You can, but they also got rid of it. So you can pick and choose if you want to relive what you played before, or play it as it was, or play it with a new thing, which is awesome. So they're going to be doing that. They'll likely have to update some stuff. Like the control-wise, they're going to have to update the viewpoints, because that was like a major thing with the original Resident Evil, was the fact that you had... Well, they were there for a reason. They added tension, and where the controls made that accessible. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's jump through. Poof.
Eyeballs glowing.
Damn it, no, I lost my train of thought.
Are they... So what engine do you think they're going to be running?
Well,
the new Firefly engine that came out? I think it's called Firefly. Because that's a new one.
They all use a proprietary engine, probably.
It was... What game is using that engine now? Because this is a brand new engine. And I think that's actually pretty nice.
I have no idea.
It's a game I just started playing.
Speak up, Steve.
I forget. Anyways, there's a new engine out.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would be interesting. The only memories I have of the original Resident Evils were you playing them.
Yes, because
I'm not going to go for that one yet.
Because you
think I hit the 2 switches already for this one up here.
I remember that. I remember. Because I bought the original, and then I bought Resident Evil 4, and I played an ass ton of that, so it was awesome.
Yep.
And then you bought it, and you played it, and got Resident Evil 5 together. That was fucking badass.
We played so much Resident Evil 5. I think me and Chris actually ended up beating that on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Which was fucking insane, because that was like bullshit difficulty level, where like, if you got hit by one melee attack, you would go down unless your partner healed you within like 2 seconds. If you got like shots, did like absurd amount of damage. That was a lot of frustration, but for some reason we went through it. We got it all.
Yeah. See, that's what I liked. Like, I liked Resident Evil 4 so much because of the story, the gameplay, and the setting that the game was in. Like, that type of setting. Like, the farmers
turned murderers due to the plot.
The fucking church people and the Plagas. They introduced the whole new virus, the Plagas virus.
Well, it's not a virus; it's a parasite.
The parasite, yes. And then they upped it more with Resident Evil 5, which I love.
But they did make it a lot more actiony.
Yes, that's why I like.
They made it actiony and pretty much focused entirely on making it co-op accessible.
Yes,
because it was like the AI that you had for partner there was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it was pathetic how bad the AI was. And so, like, you had to play with friends.
From those two great games, 4 being the better, in my opinion.
4 is... 4 is like a masterpiece of survival horror. Just like the original Dead Space is.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the original Dead Space?
Yeah, I played it for like fucking 10 minutes and I should have done it.
Why?
Because I got scared shitless, Tom.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me.
That game was like, authentically, I could only play a single chapter of that game a night. Otherwise I would get too scared and my adrenaline would be completely wasted.
And every time, because I bought the Dead Space 2, knowing the fact that it was a scary game, I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna push through it, I'm gonna fucking beat it. Not even 10 minutes into the game, I barely even get through like the tutorial area, and I'm like, oh my god, fuck this game.
That's exactly what my roommate did, because he walked in on me playing Dead Space a couple times. He's like, God, this is fucking intense, I want to try this out. He took it back to his room, got like halfway through chapter 1, and then ran up back to my room and like, I'm done.
Yep.
I can't play this.
Yep.
Like, that was like
scary fucking
Dead Space 1 was like the epitome of survival horror. I had never had constant fear and heart beating.
Yeah, like you feel the fear. Like they did a great job with that, because most games that are horror type games, like Resident Evil's, they weren't scary to me. Like it was just like a jump scare most of the time. Like Resident Evil 2 was jump scares. Yeah. But Dead Space, that literally scared the shit out of most people that played it.
Yeah, that was just freaking a masterclass of survival horror.
Anyways, let's get back to the topic. They go from Resident Evil 4, which was awesome, to 5, which was... It was awesome.
It was fun designed specifically for co-op. Definitely had a nonsensical story, which... I mean, the original Resident Evils didn't have the most sensical stories in the first place. Yeah. There's an element of campiness there that is maintained.
Yeah, and then they go to Resident Evil 6.
And then Resident Evil 6. That was so bad.
3 story missions. I got so hyped up because you could play as Leon Kennedy again. I was like, oh my god.
And Chris
Redfield. Great looking Leon Kennedy. Chris Redfield, which was in 5. I was like, holy shit, and then you can play as fucking, what the fuck's his name? The main bad guy's son.
Whatever.
Whatever. The Wesker's kid. You can play as him, which, that was the first time he was introduced into the games, was that, like, you fucking play as him. Mm-hmm. And I started as Leon, of course, because I had to.
Because Leon's the fucking best. Resident Evil 4
I get an hour into it, which it was alright. I didn't like, because I had the brightness on it up max like I usually do on those types of games. Not for the scariness, but just for
clarity.
For clarity, so I can see
sometimes it's scary just to non-clarity, which isn't that cool.
Yeah, so I wanted to see where I was going, so I had the brightness up all the way. I get done, because it was mainly a cinematic button action pushing type thing for the first freaking half an hour of the game.
Yeah.
And you get to the point where you actually play the game. I'm like, all right. So you're walking down this hallway. I'm like, wow, it's really fucking dark. And I have my camera up all the way. And I get into the main courtyard. And all of a sudden I'm being attacked. And I literally can't see the guys. Like, because it was still that dark. I had the brightness up all the way. My TV's not dark. I have a fucking brand new TV. Like, there's no reason why it was this dark. Fucking god awful. You can't see shit where you're aiming. I was like, I'm done with this game already.
How far did you make it?
That far. That's it.
Yeah,
Once I couldn't see the enemies like 5 feet in front of me, is no longer like an action game that I want to play. Like, it's they're trying to scare you with jumps and shit, and it's stupid. I don't like it.
Yeah, I made it surprisingly all the way through Leon's story. And I played one mission of Chris's. And I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Is
it the same thing, pretty much?
Oh no, it's like completely different, but it's no stylistic difference. It's just the same action-y combat as before, just now you're playing as Chris against some different enemies.
Huh.
And
it
was just like as soon as I freaking played Leon's to the point where you can dual-wield pistols, I'm like, oh no.
You can dual-wield pistols?
Yes, you can dual-wield pistols, and I'm just like,
God.
Oh no, you've like completely gotten rid of the entire aspect of horror as soon as you go double pistols.
Where's his heart? Okay.
Damn it!
I missed it.
I'm not sure if that's the way you're actually supposed to do that one, but fuck it if I'm gonna do it the correct way.
Do it that way.
Yeah,
I heard there was a fight scene between Leon and Kennedy, or Leon and Chris.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I heard someone dies in it. I never even watched it on YouTube.
Nope.
Like, I heard someone gets killed in it and they get kicked out of the stories.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's true or not. I
just got to the point and I'm just like, at the end of Leon's story, it was just like, it just refused to end. It was just like, oh, the end boss has a new form. Okay, that's typical. They have one form, at least usually. And then it's just like, oh, the end boss has another form. I'm just, okay. And the end boss has another form. Oh, God, come on. And the end boss has another form. It's just like, just end it! It's just like, just stop. Like, it loses all flavor. As soon, like, one extra form is just like, oh, that's awesome. Like, he has an even more powerful form than he had before. But then it's just like, again and again.
That's understandable, because that is what it was in Resident Evil 5.
And Resident Evil 4.
And 4. Like, you face the one guy, and then the virus takes over, and you fight the virus instead of that guy.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
It gets an interesting dynamic to the fights when you're fighting essentially 2 boss fights in a row. But with that, it was just like, just stop. It's, like, not good. Give this one more shot.
Oh, man, another part I like about 4... I don't even know why I like it so much, but I like it a lot, is when you get in that boat and you harpoon that fucking fish.
Damn it, fucking...
That big fish.
Oh, yeah,
it's so fun. I love playing that part.
Yeah. El Lago. Which literally just is the lake in Spanish. Yeah, they had really terrible boss names in that. Although they don't, like, specifically name them unless you read the journals. Like the giant guys, the super big guys that have the parasite exploding out of your back when they weaken them.
Oh, yeah?
They're just called El Gigante.
Yeah, I know.
The giant.
Yeah.
It's just like,
giant,
well. I mean, it gets the point.
I mean, those guys were cool. And I always saved that fucking wolf in the beginning of the game just to fight that guy.
Also because Wolverines.
Yeah. I never even killed the wolf, to be honest, because I always walked up to it. I'm like, oh, poor thing's in a trap.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know that was an additional thing. I thought that's actually what you were supposed to do, but no, that's totally optional.
I figured out the speed coefficient of this. It only speeds up when you go down. Nailed it.
Boom.
We got time for one more heart this episode. Maybe doing it the correct way, because I'm pretty sure that was not the way you were supposed to get that heart.
Probably not, since you still had 30 seconds left on your clock.
Mayhaps I fucked it. But yeah, Resident Evil 6 was just an absolute disappointment. In like every sense of the way. Just like how apparently Dead Space 3 was actually the same exact way where Dead Space 3 became an action game. Oh shit. I actually got enough hearts to get to the next cutscene? Old man! How did I get here? What viewpoint is that? What were you looking at?
I have no idea.
I don't... Oh yeah, that's right. The Rift Hub is an elevator as well. That only activates when you throw in enough hearts.
Ooh, this is a movie.
Oh my god, how does that guy walk?
No idea.
Constant crouch pose. Huh. He doesn't like that old man. Or she doesn't. I wonder why. Maybe because he's the bad guy! See, Vexx gets all mad, and then he can't do anything. Rawr!
Last of the cursed Astani. So proud, so regal, so foolish.
Oh my god.
You'll never rule a star.
We don't want to rule it. We intend to devour it.
How do you eat a world?
With a world eater, Tom.
Witness to our triumph. Thank you, boy. You've made all of this possible.
But literally, those are Vex's only lines. Is
Yabu deceived you from the beginning, used you to power the rift. He made you think I was your enemy. I failed.
Yes, you have.
Without the key staff, we can't close the rift. But all hope is not lost.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get it back. Follow Yabu into the Shadow Realm.
That's right. Getting the hearts into the rift is a bad thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're opening up the portals for him to then enter and devour those worlds.
All hope lies with you.
But then again, now the only way to get back the staff to close the rift is to open up more rifts.
Wow. Plot thickens.
It's a good plot device to have you do things that you think is the correct thing to do, and then that turns out to be the bad thing. But I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty poorly executed.
Oh yeah. Ow, Tom! Ow!
Sorry.
Ow!
And I'll end on that note, because that's a good note to end it on. We made it to essentially what is half the way through the game.
No, well, we made to World 3.
We made... Don't quit.
Are you done with World 3 completely?
No, I have 2 hearts left.
2 more. We're halfway, are you kidding me?
Nope.
Don't you have to get all of them? Like, all of the hearts in order to get the last
No, you
5?
need 60. 60 hearts to get to the end. And I think there's like 70-some hearts. So you need to do most of the things in the game, but...
Well, why do they give you more? What happens if you get all the hearts?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember that I got them all. We'll find them out next time we record.
Yeah!
Kickflip!
Hell yeah.